Hey guys, what's up? So, if you watched my previous video, you saw me wiring in this LED for the Printrbot simple metal. And one of the things that kind of bugs me is there's no power switch. So anytime I actually have a failed print, sometimes the fan will stay on and I have to unplug the printer and plug it back in. But it's hard to reach behind here, like on the other side where it comes in, because it's like it's under the bed. So it's hard to reach to it, and it's kind of a headache to get to sometimes. So I wanted to put a power switch on the front of it so I could just turn it on and off, without having to reach behind it. So yeah, I mean, obviously that was annoying to me enough to go through the headache of doing this. So yeah, just because it was a headache, because half the time I just flipped this thing over and it was annoying. So I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut a little hole right here in the front. I bought this switch over at Marvac. So I need to cut a little rectangle out for this switch. And there should be a lit switch, so I'm also going to wire my LED to this part of it, so when I get to that point. But, alright, let's get this going. So I'm going to use my little Dremel tool, where was that, with my little cutter head on it. This one right here. And I'm going to try to be careful as I can. I might get a smaller blade here. And, might have to get my jigsaw about, but the main thing is I got to be careful with the board on this side, so I'm trying to do this really delicately here. So, alright. Man, that hole was kind of hard to cut out square, so I used a combination of a file, Dremel tool, a couple drills, and I got to blow out all this mess, all the shavings. I don't want this anywhere in the circuit board. So I'm going to vacuum it and blow it out with my air compressor. And then this thing, wherever it went, my power switch should go right in there. Barely from there. It's super snug. There we go. There we go. Cool. Let me show you the switch work real quick. Hooked up to my 12-volt power supply. I have a negative and a positive. The two center posts, these two are the switch part, and that's the ground to provide power to the LED right there. Cool. Awesome. Alright guys, so I got the switch in, and I'm going to move this negative over to this negative pole. That was for the LED switch light that I put in the front up there. And I got to move this wire. I got to solder onto this wire over to the switch, the positive wire, and then also send a negative over here to power the LEDs. So, alright. Alright guys, quick update here. So I actually put a thicker gauge wire in here because I actually might be adding heating bed to this thing, so I wanted to use this as like the central point for the power, positive and ground. So this will go to the switch. This will power the switch on this side, and this will come back and bring it to the board. So, alright, then I also get the LED wire in there too on the ground. So yeah, it's cool. I'll have a central ground and a central power, positive. So. Alright guys, let me give you a quick rundown on what I did here. So, upgraded the wires. These feed the power switch in the front and also provide power to the LED. This is the switch part of it. And this also feeds the main power. At the same time, it feeds this LED switch right here. And the LED switch, the negative is on one side, the positive is on the other side. Then that feeds back up the cable. Feeds the LED lamp right there. So, let's see if this thing works. I kind of bent this metal a little bit when I was trying to cut it, but let's see. Alright, let's get this going. Cool. Alright guys, here it is. So we're plugged in. Power on. You can see my auto leveling sensor right there. Alright, and also the LED. That's pretty cool, huh? Pretty bright. Now I don't have to sit there and have a flashlight with me anymore. And also this, let's just tie it into that. It goes on and off. But also, when I get a failed print again, I don't have to reach around and pull the power cord out, because depending what version of Cura I'm running, sometimes the fan will stay on or it won't detect, so I have to reset it. But this is now I can just quickly go to the front of it and go on off. On off. Alright, cool. Probably about $15 in parts. maybe 20, more like $15 probably. Cool.